Welcome back to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. This is Jermaine Lockett with the Couch Writer Report podcast. Hey, thanks for coming back, folks. I appreciate you. Today we want to talk about Orlando Brown Jr. And yes, that's an easy kill, so shot in the barrel to talk about Orlando Brown Jr. because he's the hot item right now. And there's a website that I have about as much faith in as a lit candle in a waterfall. Not a website, but a Twitter page. But he did throw some rumors out there, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. That might be real. It might not. I don't know with this person. They just starting up much, just, hey, do your thing. Continue to build just as everybody else is building on their social media and stuff. But I believe this is more smoke than it is fire. But apparently the Bears, the Colts, the Chiefs, and the Vikings are interested in Orlando Brown Jr. I wonder what the haul would be. Is it a possible swap of first rounds with an additional 2 picks? Let's just say a 3rd and a 5th. That would be like the ceiling. And then, of course, the floor would be like a team like the Chiefs saying, hey, we got that 31st overall pick. We want Orlando Brown Jr. You trying to get that pick? And they just go straight up Orlando Brown for the 31st overall. I mean, I wouldn't be too upset about that, I guess, because you get another shot at a first round selection, or basically a high 2 to bring to the Baltimore Ravens. As I thought about this rumor, I thought about the teams that were probably some of the worst lines in football. So we had a few of them that were just absolutely terrible. We had the Chargers. I mean, you got Justin Herbert there, who honestly, if he gets a line, this guy is going to be the 2021 MVP. Y'all think I'm playing? Dude is just amazing. I've never seen such beautiful touch on a ball. Doesn't matter what receiver is out there. He's just going to find them, and he's going to just drop dimes, put dots all over the place. That's an amazing quarterback, and he needs that protection. Even at the New York Giants, pretty sad. They're at 31. You got Cincy at 30. There's no way they're going to trade Baltimore. You're not going to trade within the division. It doesn't happen if it's a high round pick. No, it's just definitely not going to happen. Plus, they have their eyes set on either a solid left tackle or Jamar Chase. And then there's New York. New York messing up. I'll be honest with you. They've been messing up for years. Like every time they think that the issue is the quarterback and they hit this reset button on the quarterback, they keep forgetting that they have to do things like, put weapons around legit wide receivers, not a 37-year-old running back, and get them the offensive line. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Then you have Miami. Miami had their top tackle, talking right tackle and left tackle included, was ranked 78th in the league last season. 78th, but they're not even on the list. That's a real problem, folks. You got Dallas. I mean, they're trading away or sending away or not re-signing pieces because they want to continue to have that all-star talent on the outside, whether it be paying their big-time quarterback, which they just paid. They got a big-time running back that they just paid. They just paid Amari Cooper. I mean, you got all that superstar talent, but you don't have interior line to protect them. That's going to be a problem. And they already got defensive issues, so there's that. Then there's Minnesota. They hadn't had a decent left tackle and right tackle since Brett Favre's been in the league, to be honest. That's when they had the solid bookends for his protection. Then there's Denver. Don't even get me started on Denver. Moving on, Las Vegas Raiders. I want to call them Oakland, whatever. Las Vegas Raiders. Protect Derek Carr or whoever the quarterback's going to be, because you know how Gruden is. He loves collecting his quarterbacks, and he likes playing the carousel if he can. They need protection. And then there's Houston. They need a line, but it's not Larry Tunsil's fault. So if Orlando Brown wants to play left tackle, it's not going to be in Houston. So I know they're not on the table, not on the cards at all. You got Kansas City, who was on that list, 11th ranked, until they had that Super Bowl blunder. I mean, they had a left tackle get hurt in the middle of the season, and he'll be coming back this year. But I'm thinking they want depth, and they want to give Orlando Brown Jr. a chance to start that left tackle to solidify that line. They got embarrassed in the Super Bowl because they did not have the protection they needed as Pat Mahomes was trying to work his magic. He was throwing accurate passes, but he was under duress the entire time. You got the Colts, which were on that list. They were 7th as far as offensive line rankings. So they had a good interior because they had Quentin Nelson. And this year they're going to be even better because they have Zach Martin. But they still need that outside piece if they're going to protect Carson Wentz. Then you have Chicago. Chicago's got a good interior with Cody Whitehair. He finished strong. And then you have James Daniels returning this year. So that's going to make that offensive line a little bit solid. But like I said, they keep talking about interior linemen, but you need that big money left tackle if you plan on protecting your quarterback. And that's what Chicago needs, is to protect whoever is going to be that signal caller up there. Because I don't believe it's Andy Dalton. I'm going to just be honest with you. Andy is not the guy to start for Chicago. I'm sorry. And then finally, you got the Minnesota Vikings, who had the 26th worst offensive line in the league. I think we mentioned them a little bit earlier. They're a hot mess. They need interior and exterior linemen. So pretty much they would probably be the best trade scenario because they're in the biggest position of need. You have supply, you have demand. Baltimore has the supply, and Minnesota is in high demand. And I don't think they're going to take a chance on a rookie left tackle to handle business for them, because it's basically you're taking a huge chance and you may not get the results that you want when it comes to these left tackles. The next thing I wanted to focus on is, hey, if Baltimore trades this left tackle away, where does that put us? Who do we sign? Well, I think, Rick Wagner got the experience. I talked about him in the previous video. We could fill him in at 6'6", 315 pounds with that 34-inch reach. He could help out, just plug and play. He's already had the experience with Baltimore before he went to the Detroit Lions and then went over to the Green Bay Packers. Hey, put him in there. Probably get him for cheap, and then we don't have to worry about Orlando Brown's departure. But there is another piece that came into play with Clowney in the AFC North now, us having to face him 2 times a year. Does Baltimore just want to keep Orlando Brown Jr. and pay him like a left tackle? I mean, the pay on a left tackle right now, the average is about $18 million a year. 18. We got Ronnie Stanley getting about $19.75 million a year. I don't know if Baltimore wants to offer a similar contract to what he's getting paid, to what Stanley's getting paid to Orlando Brown Jr., but it's worth a shot. If you can solidify that line and protect the Ravens quarterback from Clowney and from Garrett, because they're some beasts. Let's be honest. Clowney might not be there, but those 3 games, like I said, he just ain't not going to be fully healthy the entire time. Let's be honest. He'll have about 3, maybe 5 games where he is fully healthy, ready to go, and putting up big-time stats. But in those times, hopefully Baltimore is not on the schedule. And if they are, hopefully Orlando Brown Jr. is still in the house, or at least Baltimore has something to substitute in. Somebody's ready to step up. But this is Original Sports Perspective, from our couch to yours. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to be coming at you every time I get a chance, folks. Y'all take care. Peace out.